Hi, today we are going to continue our talking about the Bitcoin mining. So, what is the Bitcoin mining math puzzle? At the heart of Bitcoin, mining is a math puzzle that miners are supposed to solve in order to earn Bitcoin rewards. The puzzle is called proof of work, a reference to the computational work expended by miners to mine Bitcoin. Though it is often referred to as complex, the mining puzzle is actually very simple and can be described as guesswork. The miners in Bitcoin's network try to come up with a 64-digit hexadecimal number called a hash that is less than or equal to a target hash is SHA 256. Bitcoin's POW algorithm. A miner system uses considerable brute force in the form of multiple processing units stacked together and spit out hashes at different rates: mega hashes per second, giga hashes per second, and tera hashes per second, depending on the unit, guessing all possible 64-digit combinations until they arrive at a solution. The systems that guess a number less than or equal to the hash are rewarded with Bitcoin. Here's an example to explain the process. Say you ask friend to guess a number between 1 and 100 that you have thought of and written down on the piece of paper. Your friends don't have to guess the exact number. They just have to be the first person to guess a number less than or equal to a number. If you are thinking of the number 19 and a friend comes up to with 21, they lose because 21 is greater than 19. But if someone guesses 16 and another friend guesses 18, then the latter wins because 18 is closer to 19 than 16. Uh, in very simple terms, the Bitcoin mining math puzzle is the same situation described above except with a 64-digit hexadecimal puzzle numbers and thousands of computing systems. So let's talk about mining difficulty. One of the terms you will often come across in Bitcoin mining literature is mining difficulty. Mining difficulty refers to the difficulty of solving the math puzzle and generating Bitcoin. Mining difficulty influences the rate at which Bitcoin are generated. Mining difficulty changes every 2000 blocks or approximately every 2 weeks. The succeeding difficulty level depends on how efficient miners were in the predecessing cycle. It is also affected by the number of new miners that have joined Bitcoin's network because it increases the hash rate or the amount of computing power deployed to mine the cryptocurrency. In 2013 and 2014, as the price of Bitcoin rose, more miners joined its network, and the average time to discover a block of transaction fell to 9 minutes from 10 minutes. But the opposite can also be true. That is, the more miners are there competing for a solution, the more difficult the problem will become. If computational power is taking off the network, the difficulty adjusts downwards to make mining easier. The difficulty level for mining in March 2022 was 27.55 trillion. That is the chances of the computer producing a hash below the target is 1 in 27.55 trillion. To put that in perspective, you are about 91,655 times more likely to win the Powerball jackpot with a single lottery ticket than you are to pick at the correct hash on a single try. Uh, what are the economics of mining Bitcoin? At the end of the day, Bitcoin mining is a business venture. Profits generated from its output Bitcoin depend on the investments made into its inputs. There are three main costs of Bitcoin mining. Electricity. This is the power that runs your mining system 24 for 7. It can run up to a substantial bill. When you consider that the process consumes as much electricity as certain countries do, the cost can work out to be pretty big. Mining systems. Contrary to the popular narrative, desktop computers and regular gaming systems are not fit or efficient for Bitcoin mining. The process can heat up such system and cause bandwidth issues in a home network. Application-specific integrated chips, ASIC system, which are customized machine for Bitcoin mining, uh, are the main infrastructure structure investments for a Bitcoin miner. The price range for such machines can range anywhere from 2,000 to 12,000. Even with such high costs, mm, single ASIC equipped system generates less than a single Bitcoin. Bitcoin miners organize thousands of ASIC systems into mining pools that runs 24/7 to generate the 64-digit hexadecimal number required to solve a hash puzzle. Network is infrastructure. Network infrastructure speeds do not make a marked difference to the Bitcoin mining process. However, it is important to have an internet connection that is available 24/7 without any interruptions. The connection should also have latency from nearby mining pools. Dedicated networks reduce external dependency and ensure that latency is minimized. Going offline does not necessarily stop the process of syncing transactions, but it can make the process time consuming and possibly fall prone to errors after a connection has resumed. The total cost for these three inputs should be less than output. In this case, the Bitcoin price for miners to generate profits from their venture, considering the skyrocketing price of Bitcoin, the idea of minting your own cryptocurrency might should like an alternative proposition. So that's all for now. Uh, Looking for you in my next video. Have a nice day. Bye.